Tests revealed airbags from more than 7,000 cars imported into New Zealand over the past 2 years have been disconnected. Car owners in Japan requested the bags be disconnected over fears faulty airbags could release metal shrapnel. But whilst this is legal in Japan, New Zealand airbags must be connected. This has caused extra work for inspectors here who from last Wednesday have had to carry out further inspections on every car imported from Japan. Michelle Cook visited AA Motoring Network support manager Phil Collins, who showed her just how the inspections are carried out.
The New Zealand Transport Agency confirmed today that airbags from 7,560 Toyota vehicles imported from Japan in the last 2 years have been disconnected. The agency is waiting to hear from other car makers about how many of their vehicles may also be affected. It says it's a critical safety issue as the airbags will not deploy in the case of a crash, and it's urging all owners of vehicles brought into the country through Japan in the last 2 years to check if their cars may be involved in the recall. The AA Motoring Network support manager Phil Collins explains.
What the issue is that the inflator, in some cases, has been known in certain environments when it's deployed to actually release shrapnel, which can penetrate through the dashboard, through the airbag and potentially into the occupant. And the biggest problem with this campaign being so large is that the supply of parts is limited and it's coming in stages. Nervous owners in Japan are going into their manufacturers' dealerships and inquiring if their vehicle is included in the campaign, this recall for the airbag. And in some cases, when parts are not available to replace them, they've requested that the airbag be disconnected. They're allowed to do this in Japan. Now, unfortunately, that owner then has gone on and sold the vehicle while it's still disconnected, and that's been done by the dealership, and they put a resistor in, and of course, it's arrived in the country, and we're none the wiser of it. So we have no idea that it's been disconnected.
The agency is ensuring no new cars imported into New Zealand will be allowed on the roads until the airbags are reconnected. On the first 2 days of the additional inspection, airbags from 14 cars were found to have been disconnected. Mr. Collins showed Checkpoint how the inspections are carried out.
So this is a Nissan X-Trail 2005. This vehicle's also in the campaign. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to quickly check to see if the harness has been connected, or disconnected I should say, and it's quite a simple one for this vehicle. Again, I must reiterate that some models can be very hard to check and it's quite time consuming. This is one of the easy ones, luckily, so I'll show you quickly how simple it is. So it's just a matter of opening the glove box. Let's get my glasses on and my torch. We'll clear the glove box out, the owner's detail glove box out. And this is about as hard as it gets. Torch on, and then there's a little panel just up here, and we flick that down, and there's the harness right there. It's connected. Now the worst case scenario, see the yellow, that harness, because I know this model, that harness is going up to the inflator on the airbag. The worst case scenario, if we take 2 screws out here, this glove box comes out and we can actually see the side of the airbag. But because I know that model, I know, and that's the main connector there. What you would see that the 2 ends unplugged, airbag's just here, and a resistor would be in that plug.
Car owners are urged to contact their car's manufacturer to confirm if their airbags are faulty and if they have been disconnected. But Mr. Collins says people here don't need to be as concerned about the airbag fault as people overseas.
We are aware that these cars are on in this recall campaign. It's a major safety item, but nothing has occurred in New Zealand. So it seems to be more associated, and this is what we've heard, with climates which are extremely hot or which are extremely humid, that the incidents have occurred in. And luckily in New Zealand we aren't subject to that sort of climate.
Vehicle owners concerned about the history of their imported car are advised to visit the website rightcar.govt.nz. For Checkpoint, I'm Michelle Cook.